Hello, my name is Miss Nora, and I have some beneficial information to give you parents that are looking for childcare preschool for your children. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is franchise versus private childcare. Now, private, they kind of have their own curriculum, their own way of doing things, but whether it is private or franchise, there are state regulations for all centers and daycares. But franchise, they have corporate. They have people that come in and do monthly visits to make sure everything is run properly. And sometimes those might cost more, but they are more beneficial for you because those centers have to live up to different regulations. The first thing you want to do is arrange a tour with the school. And of course, the school is going to have the tour at certain times of the day when it is less crazy, less busy. And you want to, because they want to make sure everything's going to be perfect. But we all know that that can't happen with children. So I would suggest that you get several tours of the school. And also read online, get information from your friends in the community to see if there's any particular complaints or numerous complaints about the school, because that is a big red flag. The next thing you want to do is check into meals and snacks, because some of the schools allow you to bring your own meals for your children, and some of the schools supply the meals for your children. Now, I have worked in some schools where they're private and they don't even have enough food to serve your children. The USDA regulations requires by law that your child be fed a protein, a grain, a fruit, a vegetable, and milk. And sometimes some of these schools don't even have enough to go around for first servings, not alone second servings. So you want to check into that too. A snack is required by law that your child be served a grain, a fruit, or a vegetable. And I have seen where children have often been just given a handful of Cheerios or a graham cracker with water or watered down juice, and it must be 100% fruit juice. The next thing you want to look into is nap time. Now, nap time is one of the most frustrating times of the day for teachers. So you want to do yourself a favor and visit during nap time to see how those teachers handle the children. Because I have seen children slam down on mats, pinched, kicked, yelled at, and restrained before, which I have had to report because that's abuse. You also want to ask about mats, because mats are supposed to be cleaned daily, and I've oftentimes not seen mats cleaned at all. So you might want to supply a crib sheet for the mats, because those mats are shared weekly with numerous of children. Your child does not get the same mat. The time of the nap. Now, oftentimes centers will make your children rest for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And we know 4- and 5-year-olds grow out of naps. They can't lay on a mat for that long period of time. So state regulations only requires your child to rest, well, at least here in Oregon, 20 to 45 minutes. And then they can be given a quiet activity, puzzles, books, coloring, until rest time is over. Your child should not be forced to stay on their mat more than 45 minutes. The next thing is curriculum. Now, what I've been seeing over the years is centers are getting more and more away from curriculum and focusing more on social behavior. Now, that's fine. Social behavior is necessary to be successful in life, but so is curriculum. Your child needs to know how to write their name, how to recognize upper and lowercase letters and sounds of the letters. They need to know how the shapes and colors and numbers in order to be successful in kindergarten. So you want to make sure there is a balance in the school of both social skills and curriculum. Now let's move on to infants. Now infants, you want to make sure that the parents and the teachers take off their shoes before they go into the infant room, because your child is laid down on that floor crawling, and it's face down on the floor during the day with the same floor that people have been walking on with their dirty shoes from outside. And oftentimes I've seen that where the parents and the teachers do not take off their shoes and put on special slippers. So these are just some things that I want to bring to your attention to look for when searching for a daycare and preschool for your children. Yes, the tuition is a factor also, but sometimes higher tuition is more beneficial for your children than sending them to lower tuition schools where the quality of care is very poor, and feeding your children is not the main priority for business owners. So I hope this information is beneficial to you, and good luck on finding the right childcare for your precious children.